This weekend, friends of one of the victims of that shooting are holding a softball tournament.
It is raising money for all 18 victims of the Lewiston shootings, but with a special meaning for two of them in particular, Ron Morin and Joey Walker.
I mean, it didn't feel real. It still really doesn't feel real.
Reality is setting in for people in Maine.
And you don't think it's never going to happen in my city. We're a small town in Lewiston.
But it did. A mass shooting. 18 dead. 13 injured. Husbands and wives, parents and kids, family and friends.
Well, we knew we were probably going to be connected and affected by this, not just because it was in our community, but people we were close with.
Chase Cody and Derek Haskell are connected. Their friend, 55-year-old Ron Morin, was killed that night while playing cornhole at Shemengi's with the bar's manager, Joey Walker. The Lewiston native worked for Coca-Cola since 1989 as a sales merchandiser. But his passion was sports.
He was always the fastest, usually one of the better players out there.
From street hockey to softball, Ron was an umpire. So is Derek.
I hadn't heard him, and it was just his infectious smile and comedy that he brought with things, which was great. He would always ask about my family. The last time I worked with Ron, I had my kid by then. Ron asked, "How's my kid doing?" It would just be things other than what we were doing at the time, because he was caring, he was compassionate, and he was there for people when you needed him. Ron was a great person.
In honor of Ron, Chase and Derek are organizing a softball tournament to raise money, not only for Ron and Joey, but all 18 victims. Registration is already full.
I have teams that have never even played softball that are showing up to do this just because they want to give back to these people. It's evolved so much where we have went from just honoring Ron and Joey just because they were part of the community to now we're going to give back to all 18 victims.
To help people smile again.
If you find a picture where he's not smiling, I would be shocked.
The way Ron did.
The day that we give the funds to each 18 of these family members that are impacted here is going to be right up there with the best days of my life. Just to let them know that this community really, really loves and cares about them like they were our own.
And they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
The tournament takes place Saturday, November 11th at 7:30 in the morning at the Randall Road Ball Fields in Lewiston. There is already a waiting list for teams to sign up. And Dovetail Bats, a company in Skowhegan that makes baseball bats for the pros, has donated some commemorative wooden Lewiston Strong adult softball bats for the tournament organizers to sell. They say every penny of those will go back to the victims and family.